Welcome to SoulCare Nexus, where we embark on a journey of self-discovery, spiritual awakening, and personal growth together. Whether you're seeking guidance on twin flame ascension, inner healing, or simply looking for some positive vibes, you've come to the right place. Our paths have crossed for a reason, and I'm so excited to share this transformative journey with you. So hit that subscribe button, join our amazing community, and let's build our path back to where we belong, one step at a time. Remember, you are divine, you are powerful, and you are never alone. Keep in mind during this reading that the labels masculine and feminine describe energy and can apply to your internal balance, as we each have both within us. My intention is to channel information that twin flames need to hear at this time. I aim to bring forth clear, specific, and helpful messages. Feel free to set your own intentions for this reading and place it in the comments below. Additionally, liking the video helps me channel more specific messages tailored to those connected to the community. As we get started, please take what resonates with you and leave the rest. The idea of the fifth dimension is full of excitement and intrigue, though it can sometimes be a little misunderstood. While it may sound mystical and advanced, it's actually an energetic space that exists all around us, a higher realm that coexists alongside our everyday reality. Twin flames have a special advantage when it comes to accessing this beautiful space together. Their connection naturally elevates each other's vibrations, making it easier to reach those higher frequencies. While anyone can journey to the fifth dimension through practices like meditation, it's often a bit more effortless when shared with that special connection. The bond between twin flames is truly powerful, as they continuously exchange energy through their heart connection. It is most often imagined as a radiant silver thread that connects their hearts. When they're close, particularly within about 6 feet, their auras blend, activating energy across all 7 chakras, with the heart chakra coming to life in a beautiful way. It's a gentle reminder of the magic and strength of their connection. After these heart-centered encounters, twin flames often experience deeper, more conscious interactions in the fifth dimension. One of the most exciting parts of this realm is telepathic communication. In this space, words and distance don't matter. Everything happens on an energetic level. Twin flames can truly feel and understand each other in this elevated space, whether they're nearby or not. When you're consciously connecting with your twin flame in the fifth dimension, you can easily tune into that telepathic bond. You may find yourself hearing their thoughts, words, or even memories. It is as if they're right there with you, transcending any physical distance. Another one of the most magical parts of experiencing the fifth dimension with your twin flame is the way you can instantly sense each other's emotions. It's like 2 magnetic forces pulling each other in, creating an electric flow of energy that becomes even more vibrant when you're together. Imagine being in the same room, your auras swirling in a dynamic dance, syncing together as if they were 2 stars in the same galaxy. The moment you begin to converse, the energy intensifies and seems as if it is lifting both of you into a higher realm where the outside world seems to dissolve into nothingness. In those moments, it's as if time stands still, and all that matters is the connection between you and your twin. Others might try to reach out, but it's as if they're in a far-off galaxy, distant and out of reach. You're so deeply immersed in the fifth dimension that part of you drifts away from the everyday world. This whirlwind of energy can last for mere moments or stretch into hours, but sometimes it's like dancing between 2 worlds. You might be swept up in this celestial connection, only to be gently pulled back by a sound or someone trying to engage with you. It is like a fluid dance between the profound sacred realm of the fifth dimension and the reality of the third dimension world. And it doesn't always need external distractions. Even in private moments with your twin flame, the shift between the third dimension and fifth dimension can happen on its own. Sometimes your own fears, worries, or even those of your twin can tug you back to a lower vibration. It's like a gentle reminder that the dance between these realms is always in motion. During deep, heartfelt conversations, you might feel a profound connection with your twin. However, if something triggers vulnerability, it's natural for emotional walls to pop up. The ego might get anxious about how deeply you're connecting and the magical otherworldly experience of the fifth dimension. This can lead to lower vibration thoughts such as fear or the urge to control how your twin perceives you. Those walls can rise again, pulling you back into the third dimension. It's a common ebb and flow, especially in the push-pull dynamic that often appears in the runner-chaser phase. For many divine masculines, disconnecting from their internal divine feminine essence has been a survival mechanism, leading them to repress their emotions. When they look at the divine feminine, they can be overwhelmed by the repressed feelings they've been holding on to. The masculine soul longs to break free from the constraints of tradition and convention, and the divine feminine's presence offers a sense of escape, a reconnection with their true soul essence, bringing them deep relief. When the divine masculine is around the divine feminine, there's a deep sense of peace, even if he hasn't fully expressed it. The masculine feels that she helps him step away from the limitations imposed by his upbringing, guiding him toward freedom. But letting go of these old beliefs can be a challenge, causing him to appear indecisive at times. During this phase, he may feel out of control, and some might mistakenly associate the divine feminine with the chaos in their lives, thinking that everything became unsettled when she entered their world. If karmic relationships are involved, he may have even heard similar feelings echoed by others. But here's the truth. This connection isn't the cause of the upheaval. It's actually the spark for an awakening, one that stirs everything misaligned with his true soul frequency. The masculine is navigating this awakening, and it can feel confusing and chaotic as old patterns fall away. He's going through an ego death, grieving a false persona that no longer fits. Though this process can be emotionally and mentally intense, it is ultimately the catalyst for his beautiful transformation. The divine masculine is riding a wave of emotions as he experiences an ego death, a powerful shift that can feel like a storm raging within. Trained to shut down when overwhelmed by feelings, he struggles to express and release these emotions. The ego death has him mourning his past self, feeling like he's caught in a whirlwind of change. But this upheaval is really a realignment. His physical self catching up with the true essence of his soul. He's still finding his footing, learning to understand and embrace this transformation. Your guides encourage you to release any guilt or sense of responsibility for your twin and instead focus on living fully in the present moment. Allow yourself to enjoy the pleasures of life and your connections. When the ego steps in, trying to control or fix things, it lowers your frequency. Shift your focus to inner peace and authentic connection with your true self. This is how you align with your highest soul path. Stay present, allowing life to unfold naturally. This will bring clarity, especially if you felt stuck or unsure about decisions. Your mind might try to overthink the situation, but embracing the moment will help you open up to the blessings you deserve. The divine masculine may still be trying to manage his life through logic and reason, but deep down, his intuitive knowing is awakening, especially through third eye chakra activations. The divine feminine essence within him is stirring, and this transformation can feel frustrating because he can no longer act without feeling. The divine now ensures that neither energy can move forward disconnected from intuition and the heart. The divine feminine has been a key catalyst for this transformation, activating the masculine's heart chakra and awakening his intuition. While some masculine energies might still cling to old patterns, They're starting to realize that these ways no longer serve them. This realization can bring fear, but the awakened masculine self is calling them to release those fears and let transformation and inspiration flow freely. For the divine feminine, witnessing this transformation in the masculine might lead to a natural resistance to contact him when he's acting from old patterns. Both need to reconnect with their authentic heart space and intuition for a harmonious reunion. The divine feminine, deeply rooted in her intuition, understands that a new beginning between her and the masculine must arise from genuine heart-centered connection, openness, and unconditional love. It can't be rushed, controlled, or shaped by old ways of being. She energetically holds space for him, calling him to higher vibrations and greater authenticity. This journey takes time as the masculine learns that the old paths are closed and a higher, more aligned path is waiting for him. Facing unresolved pain and emotions from the past is guiding both towards clarity and an exciting new beginning. This journey is opening up powerful channels for unconditional love, both to give and receive, bringing a deep sense of wholeness and fulfillment. The divine feminine might feel drawn to this fresh start but find herself resisting due to fear. She may hesitate to embrace the new phase of her life, worried about letting go of old karmic ties or familiar patterns, whether they're related to work, thought processes, or certain behaviors. There's a soul contract with the twin flame, a promise to come together to help each other heal and realign. Sometimes this is reflected in the sacral chakra, which governs intimacy and creativity. Potentially blocked by the fear of being fully authentic or vulnerable, she may worry that her creations won't be accepted, and this fear can hold her back from stepping into her highest potential. At times, someone might appear overly guarded, thinking they're protecting themselves. While energetic boundaries are important, the divine feminine is being called to face these fears and allow herself to be vulnerable and true to who she is. It is similar to the moment in the Matrix when someone wakes up and realizes they've been connected to a massive machine all along, unaware of the attachment until that very moment. The masculine is awakening to the fact that he's been bound to something, perhaps a karmic relationship or a deep-rooted pattern that's holding him back from his true path. Now he's acutely aware of these chains and feels an urgent need to break free. This realization brings agitation, knowing he's still tethered to something that weighs him down, something he may not have fully seen before. This shift involves a lot of solar plexus chakra energy, which often relates to self-worth and confidence. These areas may contribute to the attachments the masculine is facing. Meanwhile, a woman who embodies higher consciousness or spiritual awareness is emerging, and the masculine is being called to follow her lead toward greater understanding and growth. The masculine is waking up to the profound depth of the spiritual connection between him and the feminine, feeling the weight of this bond like a tug on his soul, both exhilarating and, at times, it can be painful. It's like a river that keeps pulling him toward a destination he can't ignore. As this twin flame journey unfolds and new chapters begin, one counterpart might have to walk away from a past relationship, perhaps a karmic or third-party situation. This moment of transition can feel like a heart being torn open, as the karmic contract ends and the person left behind grieves the loss. This necessary heartbreak is like a storm that must pass in order to clear the path for personal growth and a higher version of oneself. The one who's still tangled in the past may struggle to release and feels the weight of that heartache during this shift. But this transition is as essential as a seed breaking through the soil, pushing toward the sun. The individual knows, deep down, that the karmic contract must be left behind, pulled forward by the bright, expansive energy of something new, something that resonates on a soul level. Guilt, fear, and regret must be shed like old skin, making way for the new. Meanwhile, the divine feminine feels her own anxiety rising, sensing the masculine's nervous energy as well. This exchange manifests in the heart chakra, creating feelings of unease around communication. The feminine intuitively picks up on the masculine's overthinking, feeling the weight of his thoughts about their interactions. For some divine feminines, this time may bring a sense of feeling misunderstood, like trying to explain the language of the heart to those who don't speak it. Childhood wounds may resurface as the feminine reconnects with herself. She might feel out of place, longing for a deeper connection with the masculine, hoping for mutual understanding. The desire to physically reconnect is like a subtle, almost subconscious current running between them, even though both might be hesitant or guarded. The feminine may feel torn between wanting to reunite and focusing on her own personal growth. Now, more than ever, it's important for the feminine to stay true to her heart's wisdom, even if it feels like others are walking down different paths. Trust that you know what's meant for you and what isn't. Dance to your own rhythm, free from fear or doubt, for it will lead you toward your highest calling. It's time to cleanse, to purify, and restore your inner fire with the sacred light of your true essence. Embrace what is rightfully yours, your passion, your purpose, shining brightly on your unique journey. My goal is to help you recognize your light, connect more with your own intuition, and remind you of your true essence. While I may not know you personally, I understand your divine nature. Our earthly journeys are intertwined on a soul level if you have found this channel, as we are all on the path home together, creating our way back to where we belong. May my words awaken your sacredness and provide comfort. I believe in everyone connected to this community and want to offer some encouragement. If you have found value in this content, please share, comment, like, and subscribe, as it really helps the messages on this channel reach more of the collective. I am sending you love and light and look forward to connecting with you in the next podcast.